What's up, guys? Long time no see on this channel. I've since stopped making vape videos, but because I got one of these, and if you guys are up to date on my vlogs, then you guys have already seen me use this. It is the Alien 220 watt, temperature controlled by Smok.
It's just a static electricity. It's us moving to the sound. Your lips are all I need.
Alright, so I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. About 2 weeks? Yeah, about 2 weeks. And I've put it through its paces. I did. And I gotta say, I love it. This is pretty much one of my favorite mods. I thought that the Rouleau would be like the one mod that I would never stop using. But honestly, after using the Rouleau for so long, it started getting boring and it was a little big. Now, the Alien mod is not perfect. If you look over here, if I could get this thing to focus, you see that little mark right there? There we go. You see that little mark right there? That mark just happened out of nowhere. I basically put this in the Jaguar that I was driving. Again, if you're up to date with my vlogs, then you'll know I had a Jaguar for like a week. I put it in the cup holder and it was moving around and the finish came off. So the finish does come off pretty easily on these. It comes with a nice screen protector that I put on there already. And I'm vaping it with the TFV8 with the octuplic coils. I do have the baby tank that it did come with, the TFV8 Baby. I will update you on this on the same video pretty much because they came as a set. So how's this work? The trigger is right here. And the greatest thing about this is now you can just palm it and just squeeze. And basically vape that way. This thing produces massive vapor, but it's not much different from the Rouleau DNA 200 or the Rouleau RX 200. Almost no difference in vaping wise. It's just form factor and something new. Okay, something new. If you're looking for a new mod that's interesting, kind of gimmicky, but still works very well, this is the mod to go for. And what I really love is that it tells me the battery levels of both my batteries. Now I'm pretty sure this thing is actually I'm really sure this thing is in series. But if you could find the voltage off each battery, that means that this thing is wired somewhere in parallel, which is great because now when you charge it, you don't really charge with that very high voltage that you would normally, like 8.4 volts, right? Because 4.2 would be full. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it'll just charge at 4.2 volts, and basically you'll save your batteries. Basically, there's no balancing required when you're USB charging this. So this is very safe to charge USB. Now, I've actually used the USB charge on this thing, and it works fantastic. I've been in situations where I just didn't have a battery charger with me, and I used the USB charge, and it works great. Now, I'm not going to go through the functions of this thing because really it's pretty much basic. You have your normal, your hot, and your not hot or whatever. If you press the fire button in one of these buttons, you can switch over to the normal or hot mode. So yeah, if you press the power button and this button at the same time, then you have a soft, I'm at soft now. So what does that mean? Soft means that when I first pull the trigger, that's pretty much the voltage curve. It starts out with a lower voltage and then ramps up to the voltage that, or the wattage that you're supposed to be on. Now I'm gonna click this and go back to normal. Again, it's just the fire button and the positive wattage up button. And now I'm at normal. Now it'll just give me a consistent 50 watts from the start. Click it again. I'll go to hard mode. Hard mode. Now what this does is it ramps up the wattage a little bit high and it settles down to the wattage that I put up. I prefer to vape in normal mode just because I'm a normal person. Um, if you switch the power button, the back button, then you could go into temp control mode. I'm in temp control. There's nickel. There's memory mode. I'm not gonna remember memory mode, wattage mode, temp mode. So in temp mode, I'm in nickel right now. But I'm pretty sure if it had the nickel presets, it will have the titanium as well and stainless steel. It's nothing special. It's just another vape, guys. And that's the kind of thing. The vape technology kind of plateaued after the RX200, in my opinion. Once the NA200 came out, like everything just kind of. So, to the mod, this is a great mod. This is kind of my daily mod right now, especially because that USB plug there, it does great. It does fantastic. So, with the baby tank, the baby TFV8 tank, I'm used to using the TF. My main tank is TFV4, and I've never needed to upgrade from that. And then I really love my favorite tank is this Mutation X tank, the RTA or RBA or RTA rebuildable tank atomizer. There we go, RTA. This thing has been like the key thing. The only thing I don't like about this is it does leak throughout the sides as I refill them. But flavor wise, this thing takes the cake. Especially because I build my own coils to my specific preferences. I don't like vaping too high, so this is at 40 watts on a 0.23 ohm coil, and it's been working. I've had the same coil in here for the past year and a half, so I've just been cleaning it. Basically, once it gets too gunky, I just burn it in, and then I put it underwater while it's like burning hot coils. You know, I make sure I don't press a button while I'm underwater, but it cleans off these coils, and that's how I've been using it. The rebuild, the tanks, the thing is, the problem with these is, okay, the problem with the TFV4 is that the rebuildable tank section sucks ass, period, okay? And I'm not sure about the baby tank, but I can't find a rebuildable section tank for this. I bought one, I bought the wrong one, I bought the TFV8 one, and it's just that it doesn't fit. So hopefully the baby one, the rebuildable will be better. I'm not sure exactly how it is, but let me update you on the baby tank, the TFV8 Baby Beast tank. The the 0.4 ohm coil that it came with, there was an issue, and I've seen this happen on the interwebs a lot. I've seen a lot of people bash on this tank because of this issue, and I actually found the issue. The insulator on that 0.4 ohm tank, one of the leads, what happens is if you, I don't know, maybe there's a problem with it, but that lead sticks out a little bit too much and it shorts. And something on devices like this, even if it shorts, it fires through. Like it'll just push out the power to try to get the wattage that you need. And that lead that's in the insulator, I wish I didn't throw away the coil, but it burns through the peak insulator and it just shorts out. Like once you have that burnt taste like 3 or 4 times, that coil just shorts. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking it apart, moving the insulator, like the circular insulator. I twisted it about 90 degrees, and I popped it back in. I popped everything back in, and it was working fine. Only problem is, as I was vaping like that, it was just shorting, and just the quality control on those coils are crap. It's not the tank, it's the coils. But I do prefer the 0.4 ohm coils just because I draw less power, the battery life lasts long, and the vape is just as good as this one right here, which is at 0.15. Now, I don't like these 0.15 ohm coils, not because they're low ohm coils, although that's a negative because the battery life just goes to crap, but because it doesn't produce the same flavor and vapor. Oh, it produces the same flavor and vapor as a 0.4 ohm coil at a slightly lower wattage. And that's the thing. Why vape at 0.15 when you're not getting any more vapor, any more flavor? And that's kind of the thing I'm at right now. I'm still using this coil head because I still have one of the coils left. I purchased a 0.4 ohm coils. I will go into the in-depth review of the RBA section for this tank. I think that's going to be important because these coils are pricey. At $3-4 a coil, and when you're going through them once a week, It's like cigarettes. There's really no, they're not really saving anything. On top of that, you're buying e-juice, which is costing you more money. But they perform. I mean, they perform. Does it perform better than the TFV4? I don't think so. I mean, the TFV4, it performs on par with the Baby Beast coil. The only thing is, this is very small, and that's what I like about it. It's small. It's small. The airflow is good. I like the top cap refill system. It's just, I like it. It's good. They made it right. Now, when I'm not driving, this is kind of the vape I want to use because it's a smaller, and I can carry around with it, and I don't have to keep, I don't have to worry about it like getting stuck in my pocket. Really, the Baby Beast tank with the Alien mod, the way it was coupled is freaking fantastic. And that's how I plan on using it once I get the coils in for the 0.4 ohm. Once I get those 0.4 ohm coils in, that's the way I'm going to use it. But right now, because I don't have the 0.4 ohm coils and I really don't want to jack up the wattage too high on this thing, I prefer to keep it under 50. This is exactly at 50. It's just so good. It's so much vapor. I'm blowing it off to the side, guys, so you really can't see the full extent of the vapor, but I don't want to blow it into my condenser microphone. But this thing will fill a room within a couple vapes very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my fan to get this vapor circulating. All right. So my overall thoughts, if I went out and I lost this vape, will I buy it again? Yes, I will. Will I recommend it to somebody else? Yes, I will. It does get a 2 thumbs up. The package is great. The price point is fantastic. I think it's like around $50 to $60. And you get the Smok Alien mod with the Baby Beast tank, and that's pretty much the end all of vapors. There's really no need to upgrade from this. And the funny thing is, I got this as a gift, and that's why I'm making this video. And because I got this as a gift, it kind of snowballs where I get the coils and all that crap. And there's going to be more content for this channel just because of that. But at this point, with just my Relo, either the RX200 or the NA200, I would have been perfectly fine with this and the TFV4 tank. It's a Whistler, the Baby Beast tank. But if you're in the market for a new vape and you're in dire need of something new, like your mod broke, I do recommend the Alien 220 watt. It has great battery life for at least a 2 battery mod. It regulates your battery perfectly. Each individual channel, you can tell if one is draining more than the other. One thing though, what I did notice is that this mod drains the battery all the way down to 3 volts. I've actually just puffed on it as it was in low battery mode, and I got it down to 2.95. I prefer my mods to stop me at 3.2, but again, that extra 0.2 volts did last me quite a bit of time. I can't necessarily get a full day out of this, but because of that USB convenience, I don't have a problem with it at all. Just know, when you're grabbing one of these, the battery goes in from the bottom, takes 2 18650 batteries. You're not going to go wrong with this. Just get yourself nice batteries. I'm not sure what the new battery is these days. I still have the Samsung 25Rs and the Sony VTC5s. Those are 2 batteries I'm still rocking because I bought so many of them back when they were available. I'm not sure what the new battery thing is. Vape power, vape bomb, I don't know, like bomb lasting, whatever the new vape battery brand is. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, it's just rebranded. But you will not go wrong with the Alien mod, and I actually do highly recommend it. It does get a 2 thumbs up from me. If you're in the market for it, just pick it up. You won't regret it.